Welcome to Engineering Funda family. This video is a part of Network Theory lecture series, and today I'll be going to explain you delta to star conversion in this video. So when you see this video, you will be able to learn how to convert delta to star, as well as you will be able to understand what is the proof of those formulas which is there with delta to star conversion. And at last I'll show you one very interesting example based on delta to star conversion. So before I explain you delta to star conversion, one should know what is delta network and what is star network. So let us see this first. So if you observe over here, we have delta network. It is referred as delta network. The reason is it is there in triangular pattern. So when network elements are connected in triangular pattern, you can say that that is delta network. This delta network, that is also referred as pi network. Why? The reason is you can rearrange this resistance R1, R2 and R3 in a pattern of pi network. You can see it over here. It is connected in form of pi network. So connection of delta and pi, that is same. That's why this is also referred as pi network. Now when we talk about star network, then in star network we have three elements which is connected in form of star, where this is neutral terminal, that one can say, and this star network, that is also referred as Y network. Why? The reason is if you invert this network, then it will be similar to Y network. You can see it over here. And this network, that is also referred as T network. Why? The reason is if you connect B and C like this, and if you stretch this terminal A over here, then it is forming T network. You can see it over here. So this network is delta network, which is also referred as pi network, and this network, that is star network, which is also referred as T network or Y network. Now my dear friends, I'll be going to show you how we can have conversion of delta network into star network. So let me explain you that by placing star network inside delta network. So now I'll be going to explain you how we can have conversion of this delta network which is having resistance R1, R2 and R3, and that is what we will be converting in terms of star network which is having resistance RA, RB and RC. So whenever you want to calculate RA resistance of star network, at that time all you need to do is you just have to multiply side resistance of that RA. So side resistance of RA is R1 and R2. So multiply that too and divide by all the resistance addition of delta. So now I'll be dividing by addition of all the resistance. Similarly, when you want to calculate RB, so RB is this. So first you will have to multiply side elements. So R1 and R3, these are side elements of this delta, divide by addition of all elements. So R1 plus R2 plus R3, that we need to do. Now when you want to calculate RC, then similarly for RC calculation we need to multiply adjacent elements. So adjacent is R2 and R3, divide by, we need to add all three elements of delta. So that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. So that is how we can convert delta network into star network. So when you convert delta network into star network, this is the basic thing that you need to focus about. All you need to do is you need to multiply adjacent elements and divide by all elements for a conversion of delta into star. Now I'll be going to show you proof of these formulas. So that is quite interesting, and after that I'll show you one very interesting example based on delta to star conversion. So let us have a proof of delta to star conversion. Now here you can see we have delta network, with R1, R2, R3, and we have star network with RA, RB and RC. So to have a proof of RA, RB and RC as per the explanation which I have given over here, all we will be doing is I'll be considering that node A, node B and node C that is not connected in any network for both of these cases. Now what I'll be doing is I'll be calculating resistance in between node A and node B for this delta network. So if you observe resistance in between node A and node B, that is parallel combination of R1 with series combination of R2 and R3. So RAB in delta, that is R1 in parallel with series combination of R2 and R3. So this will be R1 into R2 plus R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now if you simplify this further, then this will be R1 R2 plus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. And if you calculate equivalent resistance in between terminal A and terminal B in star network, then see this resistance is not connected, it is open. So resultant equivalent resistance in between node A and node B in star will be RA in series with RB, means it will be RA plus RB. So I can say in between node A and node B, both of these resistance are same. So we can have first formula, that is RA plus RB, that is equals to R1 R2 plus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now I'll do same calculation by considering terminal A and terminal C. So now in between terminal A and terminal C, equivalent resistance in delta network will be parallel combination of R2 with series combination of R1 and R3. So equivalent resistance RAC in delta, that is R2 parallel with series of R1 and R3. So R1 plus R3, that I can say. So this is R2 into R1 plus R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So if you further simplify this, then this will be R1 R2 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now if you calculate equivalent resistance in between node A and node C in star, then this is not connected. So equivalent resistance in between A and C, that will be series of RA and RC. So that will be RA plus RC. So in star RAC, that will be RA plus RC, and as both are equivalent, I can say that RA plus RC, that is equals to this. Now I'll calculate equivalent resistance in between terminal B and terminal C. So that is parallel combination of R3 with series combination of R1 and R2. So RAC in delta, that will be R3 in parallel with series of R1 and R2. So R1 plus R2. So this is R3 into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So I can say that this is R1 R3 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. And if you see this calculation in star, then in between B and C, RB and RC is there in series, and this is not connected. So in star, equivalent resistance in between B and C, that is RB plus RC. So I can say RB plus RC, that is equals to this. Now we have three equations, right? Let us say this is equation 1, this is equation 2, and this is equation 3. So now what I'll be doing is, I'll be adding equation 1, 2 and 3. So let us add all these 3 equations. So if you add these 3 equations, then you see on left hand side, it will be twice of RA plus RB plus RC, and if you see on right hand side, then it will be, now you see R1, R2 that is appearing twice, R1, R3 that is appearing twice, and R2, R3 that is appearing twice. So I can say 2 into R1, R2 plus R1, R3 plus R2, R3, and R1 plus R2 plus R3 that is common in denominator. So this 2 will get cancelled and we will be having RA plus RB plus RC that is equals to R1, R2 plus R1, R3 plus R2, R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Let us say this is equation 4. Now if you wanted to have a value of RA, RB and RC, then all we can do is we can subtract equation 4 from 1, then we will subtract equation 4 from 2, then we will subtract equation 4 from 3. So let us do this step by step. So now I'll subtract 4 minus 1. So we will be having, now you see RA, RB is there. So now we will be having RC, and that will be, now you see R1, R2, R1, R3 and R2, R3 is there, and here R1, R2 plus R1, R3 is there. So R2, R3 will remain. So RC will be R2, R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, right. So we will be having RC value. Now if you want value of RB, then you can subtract 4 minus 2. So you see here RA, RC is there. So if you subtract RA plus RC from this, then you will be having RB over here, and here you see R1, R2 and R2, R3 is there. So if you subtract that, then R1, R2 and R2, R3 will get cancelled, and here we will be having R1, R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. And if you want the value of RA, then you can subtract equation 4 from equation 3. And if you do this, then you see RB and RC is there. So here RA will remain over here, and if you subtract this from this, then see R1, R3 and R2, R3 that will get cancelled, and you will be having value of R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So now we got the formulas which I have discussed earlier. You see RA, that is R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So that is what I have already told. RA, that is R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Similarly RB and RC that we have derived, which is this, right. So these are very essential formula to convert delta network into star network. Now I'll be going to show you one very interesting example, so that will resolve your understanding furthermore. Now we have this electrical network in which we are dealing with to find equivalent resistance in between terminal A and terminal B. Now whenever you have question based on equivalent resistance calculation, then remember my dear students, first of all you should identify series and parallel combinations. If you don't have series and parallel combination, then only you should see how star and delta network is there in circuit. So here if you observe, we don't have any series and parallel combination in this. So we will be identifying star and delta network. So here you see we have one delta over here as well as we have one delta over here. So out of this delta we can convert any delta into star. So what I will be doing is, now I will be converting this delta into star. So you see now I am placing one star connection which is equivalent of this delta, right. Now in this delta side resistance are 6 ohms only, right. So what is the value of resistance in star? So that will be multiplication of adjacent resistance. So that will be 6 into 6 divided by addition of all 3 resistance, So that will be 6 plus 6 plus 6. So this is 36 by 18 means 2 ohm resistance, right? So this resistor is of 2 ohm resistor. So let me redraw this equivalent network again to simplify it further. So now we have converted that delta into star with equivalent of 2 ohm resistance with star network with each of that resistor, right? Now when you want to solve this, then first we will have to identify series and parallel. So here you can see we have series connection of 2 and 6. So that will be 2 plus 6 is equals to 8 ohm. And now you see here we have another series connection. So that will be 2 plus 6 is equals to 8 ohm. And these two are there in parallel with each other, that even you can see. So equivalent of this entire will be 8 parallel 8 means 8 into 8 divided by 8 plus 8. So that will be 4 ohm, right? So this entire resistor network that will be of 4 ohm. So let me redraw the equivalent of this over here. So now we have 4 ohm instead of that equivalent network, and now we can have RAB calculation, that is just series of 6 plus 2 plus 4. So that is 12 ohm resistor, right? So this is how we can identify equivalent resistance by using delta to star conversion. I hope you have understood this. In next video, I'll be going to explain you star to delta conversion. So that is even quite interesting. You just see that video. I hope you have understood this. Still, if you have any further queries, you just place that in comment box. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video.